Mm-hmm. Alright, figure out this pop-out chat. There we are. Whew. Hi, Kendall.
Hey, Max.
5,000 subs.
Hot.
Yep.
Diggity dog.
Yep.
Time to shake that thing your mama gave you.
Yep.
Yarp.
Yarp. 5,000 subs. Girl.
Hotness.
Whew. You know what we never did? We never did the question pit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, alright.
We should do a Q&A thing.
Yeah, because those go so well with us.
We'd have to make rules.
I leave that all in your capable hands, Max. I'll be right behind you.
Alright.
So you gonna elaborate on that, or is that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking out loud. I mean, if you have any ideas for that other than it just being Q&A, like what?
Well, I could stick a cattle prod in my sides until I pass out.
Oh, holy shit! You don't have to do that. That's all right.
Well, you said, do I have any ideas? That was the first that came to my mind.
Well, I mean, I thought ideas about like a Q&A, like if we were to organize that.
Dude, I don't know how AMAs work, bro.
A Q&A.
I don't know how TSAs work, bro.
Ah.
I
I mean, they ask
mean,
a question, we decide if we want to answer it or not.
do you have the question pit question list right now?
I mean, it went like anything that they commented in the questions we would answer. If it didn't violate our rules, of course, because, you know, we have the, religion, no politics, that kind of shit. So if we really want to do that, we can pull that up.
Yeah, you can just pull it up right now. We'll just answer them right now. Let's just do it. 5,000 subs. We'll make good on our passion pit promise from like 2015.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Here we go. If I can find a video.
I might have deleted it so we wouldn't have to do it. No, I'm not that chicken shit. It's still there. Should be, at least.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, it's there. Heck if I remember what it's called, but it's there.
There it is. 2015. Oh. I hate how when you go onto the backside of YouTube now, like your video list, and you click on it, it takes you automatically to the edit page instead of taking it to the page on the actual channel.
Well, I mean, YouTube's on its decline anyway, man, thanks to the adpocalypse.
Oh, it'll come back. That's just there's no way YouTube's going anywhere. And if it does, something else is going to come up.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
There's no way. Alright, let me finish these watermelon sour patches real fast.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds nice there, comrade.
It is.
You love me some, like me some sour stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sometimes. Like, I get these kind that are at the dollar store, right? And it's like this off-brand stuff. But they're so good.
Are they watermelon?
Yeah.
Are they really kind of soft?
They are, and it's only $1. And it's like, I can get this, or I can pay like
Are they in a white bag?
$2 for the name brand. What?
They in a white bag?
No, they're in a green bag. I'll send you a Snapchat next time I buy some.
Because I'm a connoisseur of the watermelon Sour Patches, and I've tried every kind, and there's the generic kind at Target that sound like what you're talking about, and they are the best.
Ooh, I see.
Are they little and watermelon slice shaped?
Yeah, man, they're just a complete knockoff of the ones that Wonka makes or whoever.
And they're better.
Yeah, they are. And they're cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, enough said about that.
We got to the bottom of that. Case closed.
Yeah, man.
All right, let me do a quick little habla diddle.
Ooh, okay. Did you find the vidya?
I did.
Hotness.
Habla diddle. Stream health, it's fine. Get off of me, YouTube.
Why does it fluctuate, man? I don't get that. Like,
Yeah,
just
you
sitting
notice
there
that too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But it stays fine in all actuality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's always done that for me. Always. Like, never once have I streamed on YouTube and it's not said bad than good than bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But it always turns out okay. So... This might be Kevin MacLeod's best work. This is one called Lithium.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. It's very
Just
space
the name.
It's very Space Odyssey.
Just the name gets me, man.
I don't know if it's actually Space Odyssey. I think it's just more so space. Because if I remember right, Space Odyssey was more like silence, and then some classical music. If
Right.
This is just more like you're in space and you're seeing an Earthrise or something.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, you're some sort of weird little thing in a pod floating in the emptiness. It really feels fresh. All right.
Kevin MacLeod is just ecstatic right now.
Yeah, he is. He's like, they all come to download my music for free.
Dude, like, I was watching some sort of news thing. It was, like, wasn't Wall Street Journal, it was some sort of journal. Anyway, and, like, in their credits, it's like, music, Kevin MacLeod. I'm like, this is a big news company, and they're using Kevin MacLeod on their YouTube videos? Come on.
Kevin gets around, dude. Man, I guess so. I mean, that's what happens when you put your shit out there for nothing.
I mean, to be fair, though, had he made his stuff you had to pay for,
Oh, nobody
I don't think
would
he'd
use
be
it.
this internet famous.
Nobody would use it. Yeah, because nobody wants to pay for anything.
Right.
And, though, if he put out an album of, like, this spacey kind of sounding shit, I'd probably go get it. Like, for $5 or $10 or whatever.
You should check out the Stellaris soundtrack, man. I think you'd like it.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty good pie. Actually, I have it because I bought that version of the game. I can send it to you later.
I have that game. I wonder why I probably didn't get
You have
special-
Stellaris?
Yeah, it's the one where you're like a team on a ship, right?
No, Stellaris is a real-time strategy game where you build a space empire.
Oh, I don't have Stellaris. I'm thinking of, what the fuck am I thinking of?
Oh, is it like the side-scrolling ship builder?
No. I'm thinking of a completely different one where you're like a captain, an engineer, and a gunner, and you're on a ship, and you're warping around from planet to planet.
Oh, that sounds fun, too.
Yeah, it's kind of like Empyrean without the Minecraft aspect.
Ah, so without the annoying stuff.
Well, actually, I like Empyrean better from what I've experienced. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's still neat. It's still neat. I haven't properly played it yet, but neither here nor there. Anyway, I got this. I got some questions from the question pit from almost 2 years ago. All right. Also, hi to anybody who's here. It says 9 people are around. So, those 9 people, hey guys, what's up? I don't know who's there. If you want to speak up, I know Cowdus is here. Hey, Cowdus. If anybody else wants to say, hey, don't be shy. Don't be shy, man. We'll say hi back. Okay. All right, so I got a question pit here. And I'm not gonna. We're gonna stray away from the questions that may or may not violate the rules. You know, and anybody who's watched this for any amount of time knows there are rules. So, which would win, Kendall? 3 raptors versus 3 alien xenomorphs.
Well, I mean, it really depends. If they're the smart raptors from Jurassic World, I would say they have a chance. But if it's just the normal raptors versus, or not normal, but actual, like, scientifically accurate raptors versus, xenomorphs, I'd have to say the xenomorphs win.
As much as it pains me to say it, I think the xenomorphs would win. They got the acid,
Everything.
the acid blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, like, everything the raptor could do to the xenomorph would just hurt the raptor.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Dumb question. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Unsubbed.
Momo said, "Why would a ghost slime someone?"
Well, there's a lot of speculation as to why ectoplasm discharge happens. What I would say is probably because the ghost just got so aroused that he just couldn't contain all his ghost goo and just all over the place.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not know a ghost sliming someone could be a thing, or was a thing that people talk about.
I don't know if it is or isn't. I was just talking to my butt. I was just
Okay.
making it up as I went.
Gotcha. Has there ever been
Yeah.
a case of a ghost sliming a guy? Or are they?
I mean, maybe?
Is this a wait? Is this a Ghostbusters reference?
I'm sure it is.
You know what? I'm gonna lose a lot of fans right now, but I've never seen Ghostbusters.
Oh, mass unsubscribe!
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry,
It's okay.
guys.
I have like the collector's box somewhere.
Oh, that
DVD
makes up
set
for
of
both of us.
Ghostbusters. So yeah.
Great.
I'm supporting Dan Aykroyd's crazy collection of crystal skulls. Damn it.
I mean, so am I, but I just haven't seen Ghost Hunters or Ghostbusters. Jesus Christ. Okay. Why would a ghost slam someone? I don't know. I don't know, man. Boogie says, "How can I get my hair as luxurious as Max's?"
Impossible.
I don't know. I can tell you what shampoo
Next question.
I use. I use generic Head and Shoulders. Okay. What is the weirdest thing you have ever seen? That's a good question. Says Reno's EMR.
Weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, are they looking for paranormal or?
I would just say they didn't specify. I would just say anything of anything.
God, there's this one time where I saw this guy, and he had this, like, growth on the side of his face, right?
Ooh.
It was on his nose, actually.
Oh.
And it was, like, discolored, and it looked like just rotting face,
Yeah.
And I kid you not, like, it would move. Oh, it was just disturbing.
Oh.
And this man was in, like, it was clear the guy was homeless and he was just a wanderer, which is really sad. He probably should have got medical attention because he's probably not doing too hot now.
Yeah.
And his garb, though, he had like a robe, like a tattered robe on, and like a pointed hat. He looked like a wizard of sorts, It was so weird.
Yeah.
So that is, like, wow, Desert people are weird. I'll say that much.
Fucking A. Alright, weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm not gonna tell a little story, but I saw a guy disappear in front of me once.
Ghost story.
Yeah, and that's the weirdest thing I ever saw, because it shouldn't have happened. Club Soda Van says, "Why do you keep deleting your live streams? I watch those at school." Okay.
It's not that we delete them, it's they replace each other, right? Automatically.
Back in the day, that was when we were on actual live stream website, not on YouTube. Because
Okay.
he asked this back when we were on the live stream website, and I would do it. I would do it because Yeah, there was like a bank, and once you hit a limit, you had to delete one of them. I was just like, fuck it, I'll delete all of them, and we'll start new. I have them all on my hard drive, but why are you watching these at school? Why are you watching the live streams at school? You got schooling to do at school, Club Soda.
Yeah, man. You gotta get that education, man. You gotta go to school and discover Bigfoot, and then cut us in on that profit.
Big Kev says, if you could bring back dinosaurs and have the power to tame all of them, but the only exception is that you had to hug Justin Bieber, would you hug him? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
Seriously.
I'm sure he'd be on board. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, and if not, I'll just have, like, my raptor kill him or whatever. It's no big deal.
I'm sure he's understanding to some extent.
He's Canadian at heart, so, I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah. Avery says, if you could be anything for just one day, what would it be?
Well, I'm pretty content with who I am and what I am. But if I could be anything for one day, gosh, man, you could be like a rock in the forest for all you wanted to be.
I wouldn't want to be that. I feel like I could go and get that experience without having to be a rock.
Well, no. That was just an example, Max.
Right. Okay.
I would like to be. I don't know if this is an actual real thing or not, but I remember in, I think, a film or a video game, there was like a guy who was sitting on a chair on like the side of a space station. And he was just sitting there in an astronaut suit pointed at the Earth, and he was just watching the Earth. If I could be anything for a day, I'd be that guy. Just sitting up in space, not giving a dang about anything, and watching the world spin below me as I zip around in orbit doing 1 billion miles an hour.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If I could be anything for a day, I'd like to be an observational, not an interactive, an observational time traveler backwards.
Ooh.
Yeah. And just see stuff. I couldn't travel forward because I don't want to see the future, but I'll travel backwards and see shit that's already happened. That's what my day would be. And, not interact with it because I don't want to change anything.
Oh, that'd be tough, though, because I know for me the urge would be there. Not that I live a life of regret, but I'd just be like, dude, you're stupid. Just stop. Just don't do that.
Yeah, but I think I could hone it. I think I could reel it back in because I'd have to remember, like, if I change something, everything changes.
Right.
I can't muck with it. And plus, I'd have him put me in a bubble. Okay, Avery comes back with another. It says, how do you like to spend your free time? Wow.
Well.
I mean, here it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, my free time. I play a lot of video games. I dabble in all kinds of things, whether it be musical instruments or photography or just driving around aimlessly. I love to just drive, It's just something is relaxing about it, and it's just a nice way to occupy my time. Because even I, the king of the slackers, get really tired of just being at home, not doing much of anything. So yeah, I like to spend my time by either A, being extremely inactive and unproductive, or B, being super productive and super active. So yeah.
All right. I like to play music. I like to tinker with cars. I'm not a big video gamist anymore. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends. I'm not a... I know it doesn't sound like that takes up a lot of time, but that does take up a lot of time.
Oh, it does. Like, I started to learn piano, and it takes a tremendous amount of time to learn, like, just the oh my god, just the most basic things. It's killing me. I'm dying.
Well, you put in the time, you'll get it.
No, I know. I can play, like, the intro to the theme to Up, so I got that going for me.
Why'd you choose that?
I don't know. It just seemed like a simple song, and then I actually started to learn piano. I'm like, this isn't simple. Like, I gotta hold my thumb on a note and then move my whole hand over, and that just fucks me up. And oh god, it's terrible.
Hey, thanks, the Osnod. It's pretty cool. He says congrats on 5,000 subs.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, in free time, I don't know. I like books. I like music a whole lot.
Books.
I like tinkering with things.
That's something I don't do a lot anymore. I don't read as much as I used to. I cheat, man. Once I figured out audiobooks were like on YouTube, oh my gosh.
You know, I've audiobooked a few times. I've audiobooked for maybe 2 or 3 books, but there's just not the satisfaction of like done with that. I just don't have that, you know, like that close it, that's done. Look at that. I read all that, you know. It's not the same for me.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. All right, next one is Alan writes, when can I get to be a regular on the channel? Alan, haven't heard from you in a long time. So it's
Didn't he join the army or something?
He joined the Air Force, didn't he? Or reserve, something like that.
Something, yeah.
All right. Horizon 585 writes, tits or ass?
Oh, that is so tough, man. You know, both are great, but you know, anything that's larger than the hand is just a waste, in my opinion. However, the
what
butt.
the hell? Okay,
I'm just saying, man. If I have to choose between the two, I'd rather her have, you know, have that ass than, you know, anything else.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Like, oh man.
You have to have a strong foundation. Not a strong top of the building. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go out and sound like a creeper, but you know, there was this one girl that I dated, and like that butt was just perfect. It was just like, I will give you my car if you just let me lay on your ass like a pillow for like 5 minutes.
Hello, Z Killer 142.
Dude, she had it going on though, man.
Well, that's pretty neato. TC writes, why is when, who, and where is what? I don't know, man. I don't know the reference. What is that? You know what that is?
That sounds like a reference, but I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know. If I were to answer honestly, why is when, who, and where is what? I don't know. It's mind-bending. I can't even begin to answer it. I just say it's all in the now, man.
Basically.
Ash writes, oh, Jesus. What the hell is he? Max and Kendall. Do you know of the Kun?
The what?
Qun.
I don't... Was he trying to spell something else?
Qun. What's the Kun? Kun?
It's a code of honor.
Code of honor based on the writings of Askari Koslun. The Kun is a philosophy of set laws, legislative guys, sort of. I don't know, Ash. Leave me alone, man. It's some Dragon Age shit. God damn it,
I
Ash.
haven't played Dragon Age, man. No spoilers. So that's a no, Ash. I don't know.
No, we don't know. Do you know? No, we don't know of it. Play your fucking real-time strategy games forever, Ash. God. And that's it. We've reached the end of the question pit. If that was an episode, that would have been nice. That would have been 20.
We really already hit.
Yeah, that would have been 15 minutes of questions to answer. But this ain't the question pit, so.
I expected more.
No, that was it.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if we re-uploaded like that now, might get a few more. Doesn't matter. Whoever. I don't care. It's nice. I was kind of nervous, like what would be next. It's all right. Kendall, do you know what episode 12 is of Unexplained YouTube?
Hell no, dude.
I have no idea.
I don't. So here's the scoop on that. All right. Once we put something out there, not even that. As soon as I send something to Max and he confirms he has it, I delete it off my computer. Like, I don't listen to myself at all. I'll go back and I'll start the video, and then I will immediately pause it and I'll flip through the comments and whatnot. But I don't watch our stuff. So yeah, you can be like, oh, in episode 49. I don't even know if we have 40. Yeah, we do. Okay, I know that much. Oh, and 49. You said this. It's like I say a lot of things. Can't hold me to that. I don't know. So what happened in episode 12, Max?
I was just testing you to make sure you didn't know.
I mean, do you know?
No,
Do
I have
you
no
know?
idea what episode 12 was.
Exactly.
Can you guess? Okay, here's the game. Can you guess what episode 12 was?
Oh my god. Oh, per capita, we do a lot of Bigfoot stuff, so I'm gonna say Bigfoot.
Playing it safe. You're doing gambling numbers now.
Out.
Okay. All right. If I had to guess, episode 12. 12. I think it might be a weird one, like an extravaganza or something. Like
12?
maybe a weird mummy body of a creature. What that's kind of coming to mind for some reason. All right, let's find out what it is for real. 12 was episode 12 was Kalamazoo alien sighting.
Oh god.
Look at the camera, Brittany.
Yeah, look at the camera.
Okay.
They go out there and they chase it, then they turn into big white pussies.
Commander Shepard says howdy. Hello, Commander Shepard.
Hey, Shepard.
I've been watching you guys since you started, says Z Killer 142. It was pretty cool. Thanks, man.
Hey,
or
thanks, man.
Woman. Thank you, whatever you may be.
We don't assume genders here, okay? Thanks, attack helicopter.
That's very nice of you to have been watching for so long now. It's a long time.
Yeah, almost 6 years now. Mercy.
All right, Kendall. Let's see. Let's guess another one here. Do you know
Okay.
what episode? You give me one.
Let's go episode 31.
31.
Yeah.
31. Bermuda Triangle. What do you think?
Number stations?
All right, let's find out. Holy shit. 31 was number stations.
Hey!
Which one was Bermuda Triangle? 40. Okay. Wow. I have no idea.
Ding, ding, ding.
It'd be nice to get a cool something like number stations again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Nobody ever deciphered my number stations game.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Osnod says, have you guys heard of the Deloitte ape? Have we?
Pff, dude, have we heard of the Deloitte ape? Come on.
Oh, this is the... this is our big boy that killed the guy with a stick.
Yeah, about the branches.
That's right. Yeah, oh, of course, we actually... The Osnod. I believe we recorded an episode long ago on an old computer about the Deloitte ape. And it's gone now. It's been gone for years, or else it would have been posted. But boy, do we know about it. It's one of our favorites. We should do that. You know, we really should.
Yeah, that picture is so weird, man.
It is a weird picture.
The ape, for those who don't know, it's that picture of the ape sitting on the box and his head's propped up with a stick.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
really is a creepy image.
Mm-hmm.
It's a terrifying image. I don't like it.
Right.
Again, there's nothing to scale. Other than the box, we can only guess how big the box is.
Right.
Yeah, it's creepy. I like it. I like the
I mean,
story.
like, one thing that always has, like, stood out to me, strangely enough, is, you know, the picture looks old enough to be accurate, but they bothered to include a pingus, and it's like, people don't think about that. And especially if this was a hoax from a lot longer ago, they wouldn't have put a pingus in there. But he's got a schlong just kind of hanging out there, you know? That to me is weird that they would if they made like a monkey suit or something, that they would actually give it a schlong.
My thinking would be, well, If it is a real monkey, wasn't there a species that matched it pretty closely?
Yeah, there was.
My thinking would be it would be that ape, and either there could be a few things that happened. If I remember the story correctly, they either shot an abnormally large one, which is possible,
Right.
or they shot one, or killed one, or found a dead one, whatever it may be. They happened across a dead one, and they said, well, we can blow this story up by telling tales that this thing is actually the size of a man, or whatever. And nobody will know because there's no reference in the photo. So it could be a real dead ape. And they're like, well, let's just say it was the size of a man. Or maybe it didn't even get to that. They get back to wherever they're from, and they start going, well, you see this photo, look how creepy it is. One of these things attacked us with branches, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then people are like, oh, shit. I wouldn't want that attacking me with a branch. You're like, yeah, it was terrifying. We shot the shit out of it. When in reality, it was, it was just this ape. This thing. I'm going to look up the kind of ape that they could be. There's always ape. The alleged large primate. Spider monkey. Misidentification of a spider monkey. Yeah, it looks like...
It's big for a spider monkey, though.
Well, we don't know. That's the thing. Like, there's no reference other than the box. The box could be the size of a shoebox.
True.
We have no idea how big it is. I mean, we just think it looks big, but really, you know how some of these things go. Like, oh,
Right.
It looks huge, and it turns out the famous picture of Loch Ness is like a stick a guy threw in the river, and it's as big as his arm. You know?
Well, that wasn't a stick. That was an actual model. But yeah, he used a little bit of forced perspective to make it look bigger than it was.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, there are unusually large specimens of animals and things like that do happen in nature. And I mean, Oliver the ape is one of them. I mean, he's not abnormally large or anything, but he is strange. And he was a strange thing that happened in nature. And if you saw him out in the woods, you'd be like, golly gosh darn, ain't that a squatch? You know?
Oh, it's one of them big'em feats.
So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was a phantom ape. I think they had themselves a misidentification. So, I don't know. Yeah, but, oh yeah, we've heard of it, and we should do that one day. That would actually be a pretty decent thing to talk about. Female spider monkeys. Female spider monkeys can reach like 2.5 feet. Well, we know this one ain't a female.
Yeah.
Because he's got a schweener. So maybe an abnormally large female spider monkey could be it. Well, I mean, if it didn't have a schween, I would say yes.
Right.
Unless they put a schween on it, and they're really trying to sell this thing.
But why would they put a schween on it, man?
I don't
Especially
know.
back then, where it was like, I mean, showing ankles was improper and all that nonsense.
I don't know.
You know,
man.
they wore those swimsuits that looked like they were just a full, body thing. Back in the Victorian days.
And it weighed 40 pounds.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can't swim with that.
You can drown with it.
I will say this about the deloitte ape. That picture when I was a kid scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because I had a VHS tape of it was like a show reel tape of old Hollywood monster movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what it was called. I might actually have it on the shelf behind me. And it was like Monsters in Hollywood, the fame whatever. And at the beginning of that VHS tape, there was this little blurb about in our real world, there are still things that remain a mystery. And it was shown like a reel of all these unexplained creatures. Like it showed the Patterson, just a few seconds of the Patterson footage. It showed that picture of that weird plesiosaurus thing that the guys haul up on the boat that one time, which would be a great thing to talk about as well one day.
Yeah.
It showed a picture of a dead giant squid, and also it showed a picture of the deloitte ape. And I remember like thinking that's the most terrifying thing, this creepy looking thing that these people put up on this stick. And that image on that weird old monster movie Hollywood VHS tape scared the shit out of me. When's the Squatch expedition happening? Don't know, Alex Weiskopf.
And where are we going to Squatch hunt? You know?
We gotta find somewhere where there's a Squatch. I know somewhere near me where there's been supposed Squatch, which I told you about not too long ago.
Yeah,
there's something interesting going on out there. I'm not going out there alone, that's for fuck sure.
I wouldn't go out there without a gun, TBH.
Oh, no way. Me neither. But that would be an interesting place to kind of get something. That might be. Hang on to that thought, Alex Weiskopf. That's not out of the question.
There's supposed to be Bigfoot up in the northern parts of the state here too.
That's all up to you, man. I'm not about to go back out there. Yeah, that's come and gone. I'm still putting myself back together from that last trip. So.
Yeah, like I said, next time you come out here, I'm gonna just fly you out here. I'm not gonna make you drive.
Well, I do like the drive.
That's a lot on you, though.
Yeah, it is, but I do like it. So. I don't know when the Squatch expedition's happening, but I feel like it's not totally out of the realm of something that might.
Right, but not anytime soon.
No. In both of your opinions, what's the most astounding piece of evidence for a being akin to those that you guys talk about? If there's no evidence showing it's a hoax, etc. Oh, that's a good question. All right, Kendall. What's one of the best pieces of evidence that holds up to us?
Best piece of it in relation to what, or just
in
general?
any story that I guess for me, I have some old weird pictures that have been shown. At the very least, not be edited or tampered with. For example, is kind of what he's saying. So I'll read it to you again. In both of your opinions, what is the most astounding piece of evidence for a being akin to those that you guys talk about? You know, like Squatch, aliens, ghosts, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Such as there is no evidence showing that it's a hoax, etc. Like how in some old weird pictures have been shown at the very least to not be edited or tampered with. It's a good question, actually.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's weird that they would include genitalia on something like that, you know?
Well, I mean, I don't think he's necessarily talking about the deloitte ape, like anything.
Anything?
Anything we've come across that's sort of kind of waterproof.
Well, I mean, we always go back to Dyatlov Pass. I mean, that did happen. People died, and, you know, the bodies were put in cement caskets. Granted, that sounds strange to us, but at the time, it was the CCP. You know, it wasn't Russia as we know it today. It was communist Russia, and they didn't want to look weak in the eyes of international powers. They especially didn't want to look weak to the West. So they were always quick to cover up things that could be under scrutiny from international eyes. That could have been why they put them in concrete.
Well, not only that, but there was radiation found in the bodies, but there's a reason why they found radiation on the bodies. They found out. Well, not they found out. It's always been known, but we forgot. We didn't research hard enough the first time we did it. So one of the guys worked at a nuclear research facility, and his clothes just had residual radiation on them. And everybody in the camp was either borrowing his clothes or was mixing in their laundry. So that's the reason all of them had trace elements of radiation on them.
But I don't
still
think
doesn't answer a lot of questions.
I don't think it was a lethal enough dose that would warrant a cement casket. But
no, but it was still radiation nonetheless. So I don't know why. I don't know why they tried to claw their way up a tree. I don't know why their skin was orange. I don't know why they left the tent single file and then they all flayed out.
And I don't know why.
I don't know why one guy ran so far out there he literally froze to death on the way back. There's a lot of questions.
Somebody was missing a tongue or an eye or something. was weird.
Well,
The way that somebody's was like showed trauma, like they were hit by a car, but there was no broken bones or anything.
No, it was the opposite of that. They showed a lot of trauma on the inside, but the outside was
Right.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the picture with the weird being in it, that was on their camera.
That's I don't know. The lens is weird on that picture, dude.
I don't know about that, but it is creepy. You know that. Like any old picture with a weird being in it is creepy.
Yeah.
It's just one more little thing. Like that's pretty. I mean, something happened to those people. That's pretty waterproof. And I have a feeling whatever happened to them is in fact weird, whether or not it's explainable or not. As far as like more out there kind of stuff.
I mean, there's. I mean, another one that I like to throw out there is Roswell. It doesn't confirm or deny extraterrestrial life, but it happened. It was an event. It was a documented event. It happened. Something crashed into that farmer's, field
Yeah.
in New Mexico, and the Air Force showed up and they gathered it all up and they shut everyone up about it, and they were very, meticulous about, it was this, and then all of a sudden it was this, and then, oh, you know what? We were just covering it all up, but it was actually just this the whole time.
Yeah.
We just didn't want, we didn't want the commies to know what was going on.
So yeah, don't know what it was actually, but something happened.
Yeah, something definitely happened.
As far as for like pieces of evidence,
It's so tough to say, like, if there's any piece of evidence.
if there's any piece,
I mean, what I'm trying to say with these two examples is,
yeah, there's real world things that happen because and around these things.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
they were real
Like the
events.
Bermuda
Yeah.
Triangle, like the flight that went missing. We never found those planes. Those men died. That happened. That
Yeah.
something weird happened, and they went off course and they disappeared.
I'm gonna try and get to the core of his question though.
Yeah.
As far as like a singular piece of evidence. Well, before I do that, I want to get into another type of evidence. It's not taken as seriously, but to me, it's a big part of it. Is anecdotal evidence. You have this dude that calls up and he says, "I shot a Bigfoot," and he says he buried it and he didn't want to report it because he fears that it might have been a man. When I heard that story, I was like, "Wow, this dude, that's a compelling ass story."
Right.
It's creepy. Like that might like if I were to shoot a Bigfoot, that might be something that go through my mind. It's so relatable. You go up and you look at the body and you're like, God damn, that looks like I shot a guy. It's like it's like stories like this are the thinkers.
Yeah.
So that's another like anecdotal evidence. I've learned, well, not learned, but I've always felt like as ridiculous as some of it is, I don't want to dismiss anybody's story without at least giving it a thought. I might not believe it. I might believe it. I might absolutely believe it. I might not believe it, but still, it could be true. I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't say it is or not.
I have to agree with you there, Max. The most compelling evidence is not even like footage or pictures. It's the accounts, the first-hand accounts.
Yeah.
Because like the Patterson footage to me doesn't mean a whole lot, but when you get somebody who says, I was driving at 7 o'clock and then it was 9 o'clock and I was driving the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. And then they go through the therapy and they recount events that they can't explain. That to me is way more compelling than, a footage of what either could be somebody in a fursuit or maybe a Sasquatch. Because, I mean, that is what it is. It is simply just film. You can analyze it till the cows come home, but it's always just going to be a section of film. It's nothing you can really,
right.
Experience and do anything with. But when somebody was there and they actually, saw something and you can go deeper into it, that to me means a lot more. Right. It is way more compelling. Who was the couple that was Betty and the Hills? Yeah. The fact that they were able to accurately draw the star chart, and then later on, like years later on, the astronomers were able to confirm.
For her.
She did.
He died, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's evidence like that that's like, wow, holy shit. There's just little things, and Paradox gives a good one. Phoenix Lights, thousands of
Yeah.
people saw it.
Yep. Thousands of people saw it.
Yeah, like you can't say nothing happened.
Right.
I don't know what it was. If people knew what it was, it would be solved. But something happened, you know.
Mm-hmm.
To the core of the question, though, best piece of evidence that sticks out to me that's not anecdotal, that's not a world event. Man.
Yeah, Max.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, ghost shit. Ghost shit to me is whatever. I don't know. It's really hard for me to buy ghost shit. I mean, I guess that's it. It'd be the Phoenix Lights, because I can't think of another one where just so many people saw it, and there's footage of it, and there's so many different angles of it, and there's so many people that were calling the police that night and saying that they see it, and then the police go out and they see it. And then they take footage of it. There's not many cases like that.
Well, and they called Luke Air Force Base, which is out like on the west side of Phoenix, and they said no, we're not doing any flights right now. And then the next day they're like, oh, we were just doing some flare drops. That's all. Yeah, and it's like, well,
guys,
which
yeah.
was it then?
Why didn't you say it to us last night? You know.
Right, like. And you can look at the footage. Those aren't flares. I don't know what it is. I've seen lights just like that here in Arizona.
Ain't no flare from Earth.
I don't know what it is. And like I've said before, it never strikes my mind that this is something like paranormal. I just look at it and it's just like, what is that? Like, so weird, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's only later that you stop and think like, wow, that really wasn't planes, or it wasn't a kite, or it wasn't a blimp. It was, I don't know what it was, but it was something.
Weird. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Another, like, anytime there's military reports, which I'm sure there's tons of them, but the ones that have gotten out are few and far between. Military reports from pilots, commercial pilots are always good. They usually almost always don't fly again after these reports, which to me is really, really interesting. I love those. Those are cool. I mean, they're credible guys. They're doing an incredibly difficult job. You know,
Right.
I mean, you sit in an airplane, just sitting in a seat. It is difficult. You know, you have to do a lot to get to that point, and you have to be really respected to get to that point.
Well, I mean, and before even it was popular, before like the B movie craze of the 40s and 50s, late 40s and 50s and so on, of alien sci-fi genre. Before even that existed, during World War II, these are guys, farm boys who are now pilots in B-29s and B-25s and B-17 bombers bombing Germany. They see weird things in the sky. They call them Foo Fighters because they don't know what they are.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for them to make this stuff up.
Yeah, they have shit to lose from this. They have, you're going to ground you if you're too wacky,
Yeah, if you're not, fit for combat.
Yeah.
And even way, way, way before that, I'm talking way even before, the settlers in the Old West, when they saw the flying cigars, when you'd be out in the Old West and you'd see a silver streak going through the sky. There's actually quite a few stories of early settlers, crossing the West and seeing weird things in the sky.
Yeah.
I don't want to dabble too much into ancient aliens because I feel like they're really pulling at straws, but not necessarily the cave drawings, because that's up for speculation, what they were actually trying to draw. But a lot of Native Americans recorded the history through story. It was audible history. They would pass on the stories from generation to generation, and like some of the stories they tell they describe things that don't sound like anything else. Like, there's a difference between when they're describing like an animal and they're describing something they don't understand. And to us, it sounds like they're describing something that's a machine,
Right, right.
And that to me is always intriguing because like they have no reason to talk about stuff like this. They have no reason, back then there was no reason to do that. There was nothing to base it off of either, Like nowadays, it's like everybody knows, what the grays look like. The flying saucer has its own shape,
Yeah.
Like the quintessential UFO is always a saucer. Back then, there was none of that, dude. Like, where did they get these ideas from? Is what I'm getting at, and that to me is always really interesting to hear some of the stories they have to say. Of seeing some of that stuff, and then it sounds like stuff that people see today. It's just like, wow, that stuff is still going on. What is this really? That to me is really compelling.
Yeah. Is there any like? Oh, go ahead.
And just the simple fact that Bigfoot is not just something that is indicative to North America. There's the Yeti, and there's almost everywhere on the globe. There's somebody, not just in modern times, but there's some sort of recorded history of a large, hairy, humanoid thing. So that to me has also always been kind of interesting.
Part of me wonders on that. Everywhere in the world there's a big humanoid that lurks in the wild, right?
Yeah.
Part of me thinks that is just...
We're afraid of ourselves?
Yeah, for lack of a better way of saying it. That's just like... That comes from somewhere way back when we were still, it was us in the wild, right? And it's and or just tales of a feral human or something. And I'm sure anywhere there's humans, there's a feral human. And less and less now, but think like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, it probably wasn't that commonplace to get somebody that was detached from society being weird in the woods. That coupled with one of the creepiest things to imagine seeing is looking out my window and seeing a big face staring at me, right? Mm-hmm. And being out in the woods, one of the worst things to imagine seeing is seeing a big humanoid thing lurking around, That'd be really kind of hard on you. And I think that's not a totally unimaginable thing. It's not like a weird squid alien shooting fire or whatever. It's pretty real. It's pretty tangible. And I think also because we're trained to see other people in similar shapes that, you could turn the corner. You could, in your headlights, you can catch a mailbox or like a corner of a fence post. And, oh, shit, that looks fucking creepy. And then you realize what it is. And it's that, okay, that mailbox and that fence post make a creepy shape. And I think that's part of it too. We're just kind of hardwired to think that certain things are scary, and we're hardwired to recognize certain things. And when things don't belong, it's like, ugh, So I think that's probably a big reason why these tales are everywhere. You see a shape in the trees in Indonesia, and it's like, okay, we got a story from that weird part of the jungle in Indonesia. See a shape in the trees in Texas. Oh, you got a story of a shape in the trees from Texas. The story's the same. Things you see are the same, but and the cause is the same, and you tell it, and both of them sound like Bigfoot stories. So, right. I think that's a big part of it. But there's that weird small percent where I think it could be something. A very small percent, but percent nonetheless. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry for the really super long-winded answer, but yeah, I think that people's accounts are the best credit to these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes down to people with no motive or early history things, or something to lose. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that as well.
I have this complete large books section about all about the Vietnam War and people's experiences through the war. And there's a very, very small section, because a lot of guys didn't want to talk about it, but there's a very small section that talks about basically a Vietnamese Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Yeah. There's a couple stories about guys seeing, an ape that's way bigger than what they think it should be, and they shoot it,
Man.
and it runs back up into the jungle. It's just like, that's okay.
I mean, it's like, it's interesting because you could see it from both ways. Like one way you could see it, oh, they're soldiers, right?
Yeah.
Another way you can see it is, oh, they're in the forest and they're still men, just men, right? There's a few ways you can kind of spin that. Nonetheless, it's still a story that boils down to they saw a creepy shape in the woods.
Yeah.
So they could have seen a guy, they could have seen an ape, who knows? But it's weird. So anyway, yeah, interesting stuff. If I were to, okay, so let's answer this for him though. Let's say, is there a picture or a piece of footage or a piece of audio that is your favorite?
Definitely. I do like, there's a handful of quote Sasquatch screams that I do like.
Yeah.
The backwards talking, I don't know if that's real or not. Creepy as hell. I'll give it that. That really disturbs me, and I don't like it. But is it real? I don't know. The cowman talks funny, and that just sends chills up my spine.
Ooh. Ooh.
But the screams, those are weird.
They are weird.
Really weird.
They're not totally out of the realm of replication or hoax for me, though.
Oh, yeah.
If I were to pick one that I like, shit, man. It might be the 911 call for Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I really like that. I really, really like that. And I know it's easy enough. Oh, it's just two people talking. Yeah, I know. But I really like it. I mean...
And we found this... There's actually two parts to that, which I never knew.
There's a second part. Yeah, there's a second part. It makes it very interesting. Apparently dogs were being thrown in trees or something. Or over the fence, or I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was really like, wow, I never heard that before. It's very creepy. Now there used to be a Bigfoot photo. It's still a Bigfoot photo that is actually. Oh, okay, I got two that I really.
It's
like.
a picture of an orangutan that was stealing fruit in Florida.
That's right, and
I love that photo.
It's a very, very frightening photo. There's actually, I think, 2 or 3 photos of that. The lady, she was in. I think she's in Florida. It's either Florida or Georgia, and. She'd leave shit out on her back patio, and it would be missing the next day. So she thought it was like a raccoon or a coyote or something, or whatever, something normal, Mm-hmm. And so she's like fixing to grab a picture of it, and I couldn't imagine, like, okay, she hears it, bam, hit the flash on the camera, and you see that.
Right.
Oh my God. What the fuck, man? That would be worst nightmare. Holy shit, dude.
My God, he's big.
Jesus Christ, that would be it for me. And yeah, I think it is an orangutan, because it's not unheard of to let animals to get out of, somebody owns an exotic animal or something like that, or somebody gets hold of one through sketchy means, and it's like, oh, I gotta get rid of it. They set these things loose. It happens all the time. You don't realize it. And yeah, Florida's kind of prime for an ape. If he really wants to make it there, he could. It's not unheard of. And he was going up on her porch and he was stealing apples or oranges or something. And she caught 2 or 3 images that are just chilling. And people say that's a skunk ape. I think it's an orangutan that was set loose, but it's not good nonetheless.
Now, if I had to say my favorite photo, it'd have to be the picture from the newspaper of the Battle of Los Angeles when the searchlights are all pointing up at
that is
a
good.
thing.
Yeah. That's pretty solid. That's pretty proof. Not pretty proof. That's pretty like waterproof, Yeah. Whatever that was, it put everybody on edge.
It put them so on edge, they literally shot at it. Like, there was shrapnel raining down on the homes of people. Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. That was that's kind of forgotten. You don't hear about that a lot. But that's kind of one of those things that happen, and it's creepy.
I mean, I realized that was, it was post Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, so we
Um,
were itchy, you know, like
we were on edge,
yeah.
but this was tangible enough to push us over the line to actually start up a battle in the skies of Los Angeles. We
Yeah.
started shooting guns at it
Yeah.
and pointing spotlights and our Air Force and then Army and the police. Nobody could figure out what it was. It's weird, man.
It's a good image.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, if anybody else has any questions, sling them now. How long have we been live? About an hour. About to end it, actually. You can go back and listen.
Yeah, I can't say there's a lot of video out there that compels me, though.
I mean, I do like the Patterson footage. I do like it. I don't think it's real, but I do like it. Like, that doesn't stop me from going, oh, that's creepy, you know?
Right.
I do really think it's interesting to watch. And all the little detail and everything, if it is a hoax, all the little detail and everything, it's pretty good, man. You know, if I were out there walking around not knowing that these guys were doing a hoax, that would have scared the shit out of me.
Yeah?
Doesn't matter if it's short or tall. Like, if you see that, you know, that's an unsettling thing to see. That's no good. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of this. Blair Witch Stakeout. Oh, jeez.
Nah, thanks. I'm good on that.
Oh, man. I'll sit in a haunted house all night. I don't know about a Blair Witch Stakeout. Alright, guys. I mean, Horizon, if you have any questions for us, this is your last shot. I think we're going to end it here in a minute. So anyway, guys, we want to thank you for 5,000 subs.
5,000 subs.
5,000, that's kind of amazing. We want to thank you for, you know, watching our stuff and being cool to us. And we heard of the Donkey Woman in Texas. Oh, jeez.
Donkey Woman. Oh, God.
Here we go. Donkey Woman.
Is she like a distant cousin of Goat Man from Ohio?
Sounds like it. Donkey Woman, Texas. Donkey Lady Bridge. Jesus. It's always a bridge. It's always a bridge or trestle. It's always something. The Bunnyman was a bridge. Poplick was a trestle. Come on. Get away from these things. No, we haven't until now.
Right.
Okay. A donkey witch hybrid.
Oh my gosh. You can't make this stuff up, man.
Well, thanks, Osnod. We'll add that one to our list.
Yeah, we'll get the boys at the lab working on it right away.
Yeah, see if we can make one, see how they work. What do we have in store for the future of the channel? I don't know, not much different. We want to go out and do more live, real stuff, though. That's all I can really say for certain.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we're running out of unexplained YouTube material. We've covered a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff now. There's a lot of channels that are doing the same thing we're doing, and, like, I don't want to be just repeating what they're saying. I realize that we, have a banter to our stuff that they don't have, but I don't know, man. There's something I don't like about being second banana. Not to mention just the way that YouTube is now. It's hard to really, use videos that we find because, just repeating words that somebody else said apparently is, valid for a copyright flag these days.
Nah.
Bah.
No, that's nothing new. How can we send you videos? You can send us videos. Like, what kind? Like, are they videos that you took yourself, or are they just like links to videos on YouTube? If they're videos you took yourself, you're gonna have to message us privately on here, and we'll sort that out. If it's videos like just links, you can send them. You can put them in any like comment section, the Facebook fan page, the main comment page on the channel. I know nobody uses that, but we do see it.
Yeah, we do read it.
Yeah, if you have a link, you could post it on any one of the comments. Hopefully, the more recent the video, the more probable we are to see it. And you could always private message it too, as well. I don't know how to do that anymore. I'm sure it's somewhere on the main page if you dig around enough. So
Right.
you could do it on this one after this uploads if you want. So not too hard.
Yeah, I mean, I realized we're never really the fastest uploaders, but things will probably slow down with Unexplained YouTube, so we can focus on doing some unexplained adventures, some live action,
Right.
actual ghost hunting stuff that we have more control over, and I don't know, we could just do more with it, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. It'd be fun. That's really what I would like.
I mean, I'd like to also get, some Twitter hijinks going. I know we're doing that whole Bacula or Bust thing. We haven't.
Oh yeah, we gotta get hold of Bacula.
Yeah, we haven't made good on that yet. But hey, we
Yeah.
got 5,000 subscribers now, so maybe
Yeah.
the winds have changed in our favor.
Yeah, maybe we could probably make that happen now.
But yeah, I mean, like Max has always said, the channel doesn't have really a direction, so we're just gonna go with the flow. But yeah, about all we can say is we're gonna try to do some more live action stuff in the coming months, and that's about it.
He asks about a stream schedule. I don't know,
Oh.
man. It used to be like you could depend on it Friday. That was 2 years ago now. That's just not possible anymore.
Mhm.
I think it was Fridays, whatever day it was. I don't know. We actually stream quite a bit considering we're not that put together. Who knows? Sometimes all you have to do is ask us, and we'll be like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, I mean, this one was like on the fly, spur of the moment
Yeah.
kind of
So-
stream.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say every week, but we would like to do it more. There's no schedule anymore for that stuff.
And unfortunately, Max is too busy, and I'm getting to that point too, that sweet spot of too much to do and not enough time to do it.
So, yeah. But if anybody has anything they want us to check out, feel free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
entertain it.
I realize we don't always reply, but we do actually really read a lot of your comments and a lot of your messages. We try to get to them. It's just so tough because there's so much to read, and a lot of times I'll read them. I'll be on my phone, so I don't really get a chance to reply or do anything
Yeah.
with them. So, but know that you are heard out there, YouTube. We do hear you.
That's right. And this is if you want to answer this, Kendall. Horizon 585 asks, "How old are each of you?"
I'm old enough.
We're
It's true.
20 somethings.
I mean, if you're cool with it, I'll say how old I am. I don't really care, I guess.
I'll just say this: we're right in the middle of the 20s. You could guess. There's only a few numbers you could go either way and be right, so that's good enough. That's it, guys, for right now. You got videos you want to send, name of the channel, name of the Facebook page. Like the Facebook page, it's always cool. And we'll see you next time. I don't know when we'll stream again. Hopefully not too long. And we have stuff coming. So,
Yeah, the Unexplained Adventures is coming. The
Skeptic's Corner on its way.
Skeptic's Corner on its way. Possibly another video, just another thank you for the 5,000 sub.
Yep.
Just a quick reminder, big shout out to anybody who's on the stream who's also on the Patreon. If you guys are on the Patreon, no matter what tier you're on, we got some goodies to send you as a special thank you for your patience and your support.
Yeah, we're behind on that, and we're going to send you guys... We're not going to send stuff, but we're going to make stuff for you guys to enjoy for hanging in there for those 2 months where we didn't do a whole lot. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we do also have like the uncut footage of Max and I's Kingwood adventure. There's almost a full half an hour of extra banter that I had to cut out just for time reasons for YouTube, but we'll make that available to the diehard fans who have been supporting us. So that'll be coming your way. We've got some other goodies on the way too, because I feel really bad because we just got so busy trying to get all the coordination and all that to work out. So your fruits the labor that you have sown has produced fruits, and it's time to share those fruits. So,
All right, guys. That's it. That's all for this one. We'll see you next time on the Best 5 Minutes.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah. Guess I can close Audacity, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Were you recording?
No, no.
Okay.
I was staring at Audacity the whole time, watching my microphone thing go up and down as I talked.